Hi, I've lost 180 pounds with keto, carnivore, and counting calories. Now I have 3 months to lower my cholesterol. Can we do it?
Don't tell me that it can't be done. Don't tell me that it can't be done. Cause it can't be done. Yes, it can't be done. Don't tell me that it
Trying to
can't
watch
be
church.
done. Don't tell
They
me
don't
that
care.
it can't be over.
They're having a good time.
Don't tell me that it can't be done.
Hello, happy Sunday. As you could see, the wild things were being a little obnoxious while I was watching church. Anyway, church is over, and I call my Tabitha journal. And anyway, so we're going to go over what he talked about at church today. I watched it online. Today is March 10th, and today's service is called, it's Mad Sunday. So this is the one time a year they ask for people to, if they feel moved, to give a donation or pledge to donate whatever feels good on their heart for this just one time a year. And they give 10% away to local organizations, another percentage to international organizations. So like the local, he was like said, sometimes it's Teen Challenge, sometimes it's just a local organization, and international. Oh, and they helped start a church. They didn't start a church, but they gave money towards a church last year. And I don't know where it is. But anyway, and now that same church that they helped fund last year is opening its third church for that church. So that was that's kind of where the money goes towards. And then they're hoping to maybe have enough to help finish. So our church has grown so much, they have a third parking lot. They're adding a third parking lot. And of course, they took out a loan for that. And so they're hoping that maybe there'll be enough to help pay that off. But anyway, so today's topic was an attitude of gratitude. So talking about living a grateful life, a gracious life. He said there is 4 types of disciplined living. So there's people, or 4 types of living. One is people who constantly complain, and so there's just people like that. We all know people like that. Then there's people who are not thankful and take things for granted. They don't complain, but they just take everything for granted, and they're just not very thankful people. Then there's people who are thankful, but only when things are going good. And so those people, they're fine, but then on a bad day, that's a lot of times me. And then there's people who give thanks always. They're just always thankful. But God says we should have an attitude of gratitude. And there was a study, and it was done, and they said 15 minutes, 5 days a week of being gracious and having a grateful attitude. After 6 weeks, it increases mental health and improves your perspective of life. So the benefits of having a grateful mindset, it reduces depression, decreases anxiety, supports heart health, and relieves stress, and it promotes sleep. And it says, when we dwell on the positive, the God of peace will be with us. Christians should have a high amount of gratitude and thankfulness because we have Jesus and we know that he's with us. An attitude of gratitude will cause, one, it will help refill our emotional tank. And we need to count our blessings daily, and God will fill our soul. And if we give thanks constantly in the name of Jesus, or we should give thanks constantly in the name of Jesus. It says even Paul praised God when he was in prison. And praising God is more for us than for God. We need to praise for simple things like the air, the sun, Jesus, food, even in sad times. He talked about Romans 8, verse 28. Give me just a second. I'm going to look that one up. Okay, Romans 8, verse 28. We know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. And he said that not all things will turn out for good for us on earth, but God will work it out for his good on the other side. So, for example, divorce. I went through 2 divorces, and through during those divorces, it was hard. I had to move back home, and there was a lot of trials and sorrow. But at the end of it, both times brought me closer to God. Obesity, it was hard. It was, of course, that was by choice, and it was hard, and there was a lot of problems with it. But at the end of it, God gave me this channel, and he's allowed me the blessing of you all in my life. And so because of you all, you all bless me. And so, there's blessing on the other side. So together, all of us, we're all able to praise God and thanks God and share and learn with each other. Paul, where'd it go? Paul, he was in prison. And while he was in prison, there was books written for the Bible. So because of all the hardships that Paul went through in prison, there was good that came out on the other side. Job, in the Old Testament, he had an attitude of gratitude and he praised God. And in the end, God blessed him twice as much. Let's see, Psalm 121, verse 1 and 2. Hold on. Okay, Psalm 121, verse 1 and 2. I lift my eyes towards the mountain. Where will my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And it says, every morning we should wake up and start praising and thanking God. An attitude of gratitude gives us courageous faith. And God has his own timing. Sorry, I cut my cuticle. It may not match ours, but it will be in his time. And sometimes his time, the attitude of gratitude, the big takeaway was an attitude of gratitude creates opportunity to share the good news of Jesus. So like I said, for this channel, I've been able to share my life with you all and share Jesus with you all. And I know, a lot of you all also believe in Jesus, but there's a few of you who don't. And even if you don't fast forward, I know I do know that some of you are atheists. And so, while I'm not pushing my beliefs on you, maybe in some way something is going on somewhere. Who knows? And I know that some of you all now watch my church. By the way, my church, the website is in the description of this video. You can always go watch my church. But because of God's timing, like I said, it may not be when we want it, but when it's in his timing, it allows us the chance to talk about Jesus. So that was the church topic today. And like I said, I stayed home today. I didn't have trouble sleeping last night, but this morning, like I said, I really want to get things together for staying with Mom on Tuesday. And I've got some packing and a little more cleaning and things to do around here. Not a good excuse to stay home, but it's what I did. So, all right. Well, because let me tell you, when I'm at home and I watch church online, I'm not as invested. I will sit and I will pick at my cuticles. I will clean my cuticles. I take off polish. I do things like that. Sometimes I play a game on my phone while I listen. And that's not really a good way to focus. So I know that staying home is not as good for me as when I go into the service itself. When I'm there, I can fully listen and have a more attitude of gratitude when I'm there. When I watch online, I do not have as good of a return, as good as retaining a good of, it's just not as good as when I'm there. So it is the consequences of staying home. But anyway, so that's that. I haven't eaten breakfast yet for whatever reason. So yeah, so we're going to go make breakfast and I'll see you at breakfast. So I've got my 85% burger and my piece of cheese. I kind of cut up my piece of cheese and then I fried up 2 eggs. I didn't go for the one way I usually do them. I usually do them, over medium, but I didn't today. I just wanted to, I broke the yolk on purpose. So, I don't know, that's just what I felt like. Used to in the mornings, whenever I would take eggs to work with me, I would do that every time. So I'm just going to kind of use my pancake turner here and kind of break it up. All right, now let's eat. Okay, let's give it a try. Ooh, I want a piece of cheese in this bite. So my plan today is I'm going to get packed. I didn't even season this. Got a little salt. I know I'm just staying one little night and really not even a full 24 hours. But I'll still have to make sure I have my pajamas and my chargers and all that stuff. So I'll go through that. I'm not going to be able to crochet because they go in through your right hand. So I won't be able to. Hopefully I'll be able to wipe because that'd be a hot mess. I could just see me asking, Mom, can you wipe me? I used to say that when I was a little kid, though. When I had carpal tunnel in 2017, that surgery, maybe it was 18. I think it was 2018. Whenever it was, I had it. I tried then, but she wouldn't do it. I had to go 2 weeks and wipe with my left hand. I had to buy a special thing because the church, he said to, pray and be thankful. At 340 pounds, I could barely reach around to wipe my backside, okay? So on the right, from the right. From the left, I could not reach my backside at all. No way. So I had to buy an extension thing so that way I could do it. But yeah, so that's like one of those non-scale victories is being able to reach my backside. I don't really have anything to talk about. I have plugged in my stuff that I'm going to eat tomorrow for breakfast. I went ahead and plugged that in. I don't know how other apps are. How other food tracking apps are. Let me tell you why I like the free version of Chronometer. I'm going to put a picture of what the app looks like maybe right here. I'll take a picture of it and put it right here so you can see what the app looks like. The reason why I like Chronometer is because you can change it from total carbs to net carbs. And if you choose net carbs, you can choose which things count as net carbs. So like if you're somebody who eats a lot of sugar alcohol, you can have it to where that sugar alcohol does not count towards net carbs and those sugar alcohols count towards total carbs. You can have, you can choose what things, I think there's like about 3 or 4 different options to choose from in order to count against you. And I set it up that way because I didn't eat sugar alcohol as much that I remember, but it's a lot. Sometimes, I kind of went through different phases. But I thought, for me, I'm not on this journey, or I wasn't on this journey because I had a bunch of health issues. I was on this journey to lose fat. And so, so for me, I didn't care if I counted net carbs at certain, whenever, after I was on this journey a little while on keto, because I thought it wasn't vegetables that made me fat, so why should vegetables count against me? So I did at one point switch over and started counting net carbs, but I wasn't eating sugar alcohols or processed things, because those, if I did eat something, I did want it to count against me. Because they're still not good for you to eat a whole bunch of them. But, oh yeah, what was the point of this tangent? I like Chronometer because I can plug in all my food today, and when tomorrow comes, I can copy the whole thing and put it over to tomorrow. Or you can click this button and it'll say select. And I can go through and select, let's say I want all my breakfast and lunch to go over to tomorrow. Or I just want part of my lunch to go over to tomorrow. You can copy which individual things you want to carry over. And that's what I did while I was counting calories. Every day I would fill it in, and then whenever I was not making my salads individually once a week, I would carry it over, and then I would change the amount of the salad items. So this way, I plug it in at my general amount, and then my onions are off by 3 or 10. It don't matter. It was done. 3 grams, by 3 to 10 grams. It's okay. I'm not being that precise. But anyway, so each night I will have like this running thing, because if I wasn't recording while I was doing it, then I would just plug each one in. But I record, so I'll have like a running list of things, and I'll plug the amounts, I'll write the amounts in, and then whenever we hang up from our video, I will plug those into the app. But I like that app because then you can copy and paste what you want. And you can go back 2 days ago. And if you like that day, you can hit copy to today. So I like it because when I was doing my Fitness Pal, y'all know I hate math. I do. So with Fitness Pal, you had to subtract your fiber on your own. I ain't about that math life. Nope. So Chronometer, I'm sure there's others. I think I hear people talk about one called Carb Tracker, or it's just the one I use. So anyway, yeah, that's what I know. So that's why I like that app, because now after tomorrow, because tonight I will be making up my food for tomorrow, and I will make sure I plug in all the things, and that can carry over for my lunches. All my salads can carry over. So yep, so that's my game plan. And you'll see my videos throughout the week. Today's my last carnivore day. So today is day 21 of my carnivore reset. Let me get this live bite. Hang on. What did we learn from this week? We learned that whatever my chest pain problem is, it's not food specific. Look at those. Those right there. Those tomatoes, they've been talking to me. But I have not caved. Sometimes I'll just, in the past, I'll just walk by and grab a couple. And not over it all throughout the day, but like at supper, I might grab a couple extra or breakfast or something, but not today. And I was so hard yesterday when I was making my salad, I almost picked up a bite of stuff a couple times. No, you can't do that, Terry. You can't do it. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient. So, anyway, so tonight I'll make up my foods for tomorrow. And get all that ready. And tomorrow will be my first day back. Oh, yeah. What did I learn? Squirrel. I learned that the food noise in my head goes away when I'm carnivore. So if you remember how I was like, oh, it's almost lunch. Oh, it's almost supper. Oh, it's, constantly thinking about food. Carnivore shut that down because you don't look as forward to it and you're more full and satisfied. So I'll be curious how that carries over after having that experience. Will it carry over? Well, I know that you ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna die if you wait till 11:30 or 12 o'clock. So it'll be very interesting to see how any of that carries over, if it does, or if I go right back to food. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I learned is that my chest pain is not food specific, and but carnivore does quiet the food noise and food talk in my head. Hey, one of y'all asked me if I let my hair dry naturally, what does it do? This is what it does. I get a little bit of wave up top, but in order to get that scrunchy look, I have to put a lot of product in it and scrunch it as it blow dries, and extra hairspray. So yeah, I mean, I've got waves, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not as curly as whenever I use the product. All right. I'm going to shut up because this video is going to be an hour long. I'll see you at lunchtime. Hey there. It's lunchtime, and we have 9.5 ounces of the 93% ground beef. I cooked 2 eggs. I fried them up, just fried them and broke the yolk again on them. No cheese. And then I've got, it's like 90 grams of, it's the rest of my cottage cheese that I used to make on my breakfast for the week. So, it's not quite a full serving, but close. So I got that. And since I didn't go to Mom's today, seasoning, campfire, I flavor got everything, and some Little Richard. So ground beef and eggs, cottage cheese, and I've got this is some tea that Mom, I think it's Mom's hairdresser that told her about. It's called Good Nature, and I got it on Amazon. Good Nature. These dogs, they're fired up today. Anyway, it's a mint tea. So I'm gonna sip around on that while I'm eating, or after I'm eating. I don't know. Whenever it cools down, I'll be sipping around on it. All right. There's lots of drama, so I'm gonna let y'all go, and then I'll eat breakfast or lunch. Bye. I forgot to tell you, I flavored my cottage cheese with this pineapple mango drink enhancer. So that's why my cottage cheese is orange. So, okay, bye. This is my last mostly carnivore supper. I still have not added veggies. They're still sitting over there. I walked by them and I said, nope. Thank you, Jesus, for dying on the cross for me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for giving my family. Thank you for giving my online friends. When I see those fruit, I got to wait till tomorrow. So every time or vegetables, as soon as I see them, I say, nope. And then I say a little prayer. I should have been having them all along, and that would have really made me say more prayers. Anyway, so supper tonight. Like I said, it's mostly carnivore. It's ground beef, the 95 ounces. I have enough of those. This time I meal prepped 8 ounces, but I got to get rid of the 9.5 ounces And so I think I have enough of those to get through Thursday maybe. Anyway, however many, but we got those. So it's 9.5 ounces of the 93% ground beef. So it's only lean meat now. 2 eggs. 1 serving of ricotta cheese, which is 62 grams, 61 grams. I threw the jar away. Lucchini pasta sauce. That ain't, I know, that ain't carnivore. But listen, this is my last carnivore meal. If the worst thing I do today is to add some Lucchini pasta sauce, if that's the worst thing I do today, I'm doing all right then. I got seasoned good. I got tasting good. And starting tomorrow, we got our veggies back. And starting tomorrow, we're on that low-fat trend. We're going. The race is on, and here comes pride in the back seat. Something in the. How's that song go? And the race is on, and here comes something. Holding on. I don't know, I can't remember the lyrics. But anyway, the race is on, and here comes Terri in the home stretch. Gonna lower that cholesterol in 3 months. We can do it. Yes, we can. And I gotta do some more research about the statins. Not statins. Listen, some of you all were so kind and have messaged me about things that you all take for your lowering your cholesterol. Well, I done forgot. So, if you would be so kind as to post in this video, like any, and unfortunately YouTube won't let you send me links, which is dumb. But if you can, like if you see it on Amazon, you can copy the name, the full name, and then I can, type that out to find it, or email me the link, whatever you want. Anyway, tell me what supplement you use to lower your cholesterol. We got 3 months, guys. 3 months. And the race is on. And I have to do my own research. So just because, I know y'all, I'll get some great links, but links. So, but I'll have to do some research and see, because I've heard that niacin is a good one. I know some people talk about fish oil, krill oil, that's another one. But my thing is I need to lower, some of them are for raising HDLs. Well, that's not what I'm needing to do. My HDL is fabulous. It's my LDL and my total cholesterol. Yes, I know what all the online doctors say. And that's okay. But anyway, so we are looking for something that is going to lower my total cholesterol and my LDL. And some of the things that I've looked at are good to lower triglycerides. Mine aren't bad. So it's got to be LDL and total cholesterol is the focus. So anyway, if you have anything that you use, put the name of it down in the comments. And I'll get my research going. So the race is on and the research is on. And I'll know more as time goes. So what is today for May, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Oh, today, whatever time you're watching this, I'd go under the knife. Dun, dun, dun. Not really a knife. They just put a little slit here. I'll be asleep, and they'll just send that catheter right on up. I don't know. I guess I'll be asleep. I've heard I'll be asleep. My coworker had one a year or so ago, and they put her to sleep. They say you're awake enough to go, because they'll tell you to cough. Then that helps that catheter kind of jump into your heart. And then they'll start doing their thing. So this may be the last video you ever see. I'm just kidding. It won't be, because I got others lined up to come out. So anyway, so if that's Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday would be the last me showing my food with you. If I'm dead, then Wednesday will be the last video that you'll see of me uploading what I'm eating. So, all right. Well, this video is way too long. I know y'all are climbing the wall. So, time to eat, and I'll see you later. Bye.